Shalom. All praises to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Salakia. All praises to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and Ruel. Peace and salutations to those for elect. That's basically wanted to do a video. With all this news about the coronavirus. Me and a few other brothers, Zaquan Monaghan, just did a video on it yesterday as well. Basically on the coronavirus and whatnot. I just wanted to do a video to basically, for any new brothers or people who might be coming in, how that this is all judgment. This is all judgment from the Heavenly Father. So that's really what I wanted to do it on, because you got 10,000 cases of the coronavirus over there in China, in Wuhan. You had UK confirms first coronavirus disease as outbreak spreads globally. And then you might hear us, and you might hear how we want this. How we're basically cheering on this virus, how we want it to come more and more. And if you're new to this truth, you may be wondering, why we're doing that. Ultimately, that's because it's all judgment from the Heavenly Father. The scriptures say, basically say, has any man perished being innocent? So anybody whom the Lord is allowing to be taken out by this, obviously they weren't right. They were wicked, and they received their judgment. And that's something that the world doesn't understand. They don't understand the balance with the Heavenly Father, because he says in Isaiah 45, I create the light and the darkness. He does good and evil. So when evil is brought upon a place, it's of the Lord, man. It's the judgment given out from the Heavenly Father. All right, so that's why we're cheering on these different prophecies to come to pass. Although it involves a lot of lives of the people, it's the judgment that these people are receiving. Okay, so I'm just going to basically explain that. Let me get Ecclesiastes 3. Now when you read at the top, it says, to everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven. And then it lists a whole bunch of examples of what it means. So basically in every season, every age, there's always a purpose that's happening. All right, there's always a certain thing that's supposed to be happening. All right, there's always a time and place for everything. As the world says, there's a time and place for everything. And then when you keep reading, it says a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. So it's going into the different times. All right. Certain times is a time to kill, it's a time to heal. All right, a time to weep, a time to laugh. You got different seasons, that come around. All right, and basically, I'm gonna go down to the season that we're in, man, at verse 17. All right, it says, I said in my heart, Most High shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time for every purpose and for every work. So right now we're in the time of prophecy, which involves judgment, man. Everybody's going to be getting judged. And as you see right now, a lot of people are getting judged, the righteous and the wicked. All right, the wicked are being put to death by way of this coronavirus. All right, that's the season we're in. The season of prophecy, which involves judgment, man. All right. So that's why when we see all these people being put to death, we understand that it's the judgment from the Heavenly Father, man. All right, for their wickedness, these heathens, for their wickedness. That was a video title last night. Moab is getting crushed. With 7 exclamation points, man. Because Moab, they had us in captivity. All right, back in the ancient day. If I'm not mistaken, 18 years, man. All right, they had us in captivity, and they were in cahoots with Amalek, Esau, Edom. So right now the Lord is administering judgment upon these people. And if you claim to believe in the scriptures, then you should want a judgment to happen to everybody who's wicked, man. All right, and you should pray, fast, and hope, that you're a part of the righteous, man. And you should be doing what the righteous should be doing, which if you're a man, all right, you should be going out there and pushing out this word, man, warning the people. All right, because pretty soon you already had the cases of the coronavirus in America, but pretty soon it's going to break out. Imagine if you had 10,000 cases over here in America. You know, you had that 10,000, I believe it was 10,000 over there in China. I think they were counting only 10,000 over there in China. Now, I might be wrong. It may be for all of it in general. But nonetheless, you got thousands of more cases of it over there in China where it started than America, man. Imagine when that breaks out over here in America, man. These people are going to lose their minds. You know what I'm saying? So us as a prophets, it's our duty to first warn them that, look, a whole bunch of that, yeah, this is going to happen to America because it's modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, it's Babylon, it's Egypt, it's all these wicked empires reincarnated. So yeah, the Lord's about to get busy and dish out his judgment, man. And we can only sit back and watch because it's a righteous thing that's happening. All right. Psalms 96 and 13. Before the Lord, it's like, actually, maybe I should read up. No. It says, verse 13, before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. You know, let me read that again. Before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth, man. So the Lord is coming to judge the earth with righteousness, man. That's why when you see these different people, it's like, that's why when you see all these people getting put to death, it's a righteous thing, man. That's the Lord dishing out his judgment. All right. He's judging the earth with righteousness. Because contrary to popular belief, it's okay. It's okay to be putting certain people to death is a righteous thing. Like a homosexual, according to the law, they're supposed to be put to death. And that's a righteous thing. That's judgment. All right. So these people in this world, their whole mind definition of what is righteous is wrong. They don't know what's righteous. So when they see all these killings, they say, oh, Lord help, Lord save us. This is all of the Lord. This is of the Lord judging the earth. Let me go into that word judge. It says shapat, right? To judge, to govern, to vindicate, to punish, right? Because the Lord is coming back and he's punishing these people for their wickedness. All right. Everybody who's okay with homosexuality, all right. Anybody who isn't homosexual or down with this whole LGBTQ, ABC, you know what I'm saying? Moab eating all type of abominations. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, pretty soon it's going to break out in the thousands, Lord's willing, in the millions in America. All right, let it be the start to them administering that microchip. All right. And but yeah, man, that was the point, really. Just breaking down how it's all a judgment of the Lord, you know. So Lord's willing, you are edified. All praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Rakakwadash, and Shalom.